BTR 4896, Crossroads episode 4074, part 1, edited mastered with sound up.
Hey, what's all this then?
Oh, Stan, everything here is in such a mess. I do so want to talk to someone who is distanced from this place.
Why? What's the matter?
Well, there's a takeover bid. There's a great big hotel chain that wants to take over Crossroads, and all the hunters and the other owners, they all want to sell. But I don't want to. I just feel it's the wrong thing, and I can't get Adam to see any other view but his own.
Which is?
To sell.
I see. Well, I don't know what to say.
What am I going to do?
Well, hard to tell until I've had to think about all the different ramifications.
Oh, do forgive me. I'm sorry, just seeing you like that and knowing that you know how I feel about this place, it just all sort of flooded out.
Well, if it'll be all right by you and Adam, I might extend my business trip and spend a few days in the Midlands before going back home. There's been a hell of a rush on hotel accommodation because of this exhibition. Only a firm I have an interest in deals in computers. It's showing its latest hardware at the NEC in a couple of days' time, so I just want to see what sort of impact we make, if any.
So you will be able to stay and help?
How?
Well, knock some sense into everyone's head. I'm sure we're doing the wrong thing. I can feel it.
Well, I'll do whatever I can.
Right, I'll put a call out for Adam. He can tell you everything I don't understand.
Okay.
Right, so, what do I need now?
6, but you got to finish on a double.
Right, so that's double 3. Is that it?
Yeah.
Hey? Nah, you weren't really trying, were you, Sid?
Nah, just going through the motions, really. My brain box was somewhere else.
Huh?
Well, this new management takeover is a bit dicey, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, you're better off being your own boss every time. You see, that's what I'm after, Sid. And I hope one day I'll get it. Oh, but you'll be all right.
It's all very well Chancey saying don't worry, but I think he's whistling in the dark, if you see what I mean.
No?
Chancey, I mean, he's, you know... He puts a brave face on things. That's the problem with him. Thing is, you got to be a mind reader to know what he's thinking about. Do another game?
Yeah.
For money?
For money.
Okay.
Oh. Well, this is a surprise, Stan. What brings you here?
An exhibition at the NEC.
Really? Nothing else?
No, there seems to have been some sort of a mix-up over my hotel booking in Brummagem, so I thought I'd drop in here.
Out of the blue?
Sort of.
Just like that?
That's right.
Stan knows all about the takeover.
Already?
Well, yes,
Well,
I
Jill
told
told.
him.
Jill seems to think that it's a bad thing.
Well, maybe me dropping in like this is a good thing.
In what way?
Well, you know, fresh mind, new light on the subject, that sort of thing.
I don't think that's a brilliant idea. Jill is confused enough as it is. She hasn't met the managing director yet, who's a woman, and she already hates her.
Oh, that's not true. Well, I suppose it is, but it's not her, whoever she is. It's just the thought of anyone taking over my motel.
I could see you wouldn't altogether appreciate that.
I mean, why can't things be left alone? I mean, why do we have to put up with all this change?
But things haven't changed, have they? Or have they?
What do you mean?
Well, you two are still together.
Oh, yes, of course we are. We don't really have any differences.
Absolutely not.
Except this one small difference.
Well, I'll be only too pleased to help if I can. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. At the moment, I'll be glad to get some sleep.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, silly of me. I must sort out your chalet. I think this one's still down by the lake.
Right.
Now, have you got anything from Sarah Jane?
Lots. She sent some tapes, photographs. Yeah, tapes.
Oh, we're running late already.
I'll be. It's only 9 o'clock.
We haven't finished breakfast yet.
Oh, we had too much to see to, didn't we?
Last minute, as usual. Well, I better get Katie ready. Where's Ted?
Packed him.
Ted?
The one and only.
We're going to need him on the plane.
Now she tells me.
I'd have thought that was obvious.
Well, she'll have to play with something else, won't she?
Which case is he in?
I don't know, and I'm not searching through that lot either.
Is that Marion already?
Ah, right on the dot.
We're going to have to leave that.
What? Nice bit of bacon, this.
Oh, Kevin.
I'm practising for life in the Rockies.
It's the moment I've been dreading. That's why I'm not coming with you, you know. I think I feel safer here in my own territory.
Hello. Kevin, you better put the bags in the car.
Yeah, right. Morning, Aunt Marion.
Hello, all set.
Just going to get Katie ready.
Little angel.
Right. I've done the cases. How much of this rubbish?
All of it, you fool.
What time's your check-in?
11:30.
Well, we'd better be on the safe side. We don't know what the roads are going to be like, do we?
Right. Mama, I don't want you to worry about us. We'll be fine.
I've changed my mind.
What?
I'm not going to say goodbye here. I'm going to wave you off at the airport.
Oh, good morning. Can I help you?
No, thanks. I'm waiting for Jill.
Anything I can help with, Mr.
Harvey.
Harvey?
Jill used to be my wife.
Oh, I recall the name now. I met Sarah Jane when she was over on her holiday.
That's right.
I'm Miranda Pollard. How do you do?
Very well, Miss Pollard.
Oh, call me Miranda, please.
OK. Miranda.
So what are you doing here?
Oh, an exhibition at the NEC.
I suppose Jill told you about our little upset here.
If you mean the takeover, yes, you did mention it last night. Doesn't seem too keen on the idea.
That's an understatement. She's fighting it tooth and nail.
Well, you can hardly blame her. After all, the motel's always been her home as well as a job.
Well, that's true, but it doesn't mean the end of the world. I'm sure she'll be able to carry on working here, and, well, if not, Chimneys isn't far. And she and Adam still have the garage interest.
Oh, yes. How is the garage? Well, I used to manage it.
I didn't know that. I'm sure it hasn't changed much since your day.
No, I don't suppose it has.
Mr. Harvey, no complaints, I trust. Was breakfast to your satisfaction?
No complaint at all, thanks, no.
Mr. Harvey used to live here.
Live here?
Mr. Harvey and Jill were once married.
I see. Didn't mean to pry, I just came to collect some menu cards.
Oh, yes, they're here.
We're about to see a number of changes around here, Mr. Harvey.
So I hear.
Yes, even Paul here is flying the coop. Did you hear if they've accepted your offer on the cottage?
They have?
Paul, congratulations! I shall help you set up home. Oh, we're just good friends.
Absolutely.
Please proceed immediately to lounge B.
I could have driven you to Heathrow, you know.
Oh, well, we decided on this when we thought John was driving us. He couldn't get the whole day off, you see.
Right, well, that's the luggage checked in. I can relax now.
Soon put a stop to that.
Oh, hang on, just a minute. Will you have much of a wait when you change?
Oh, it's about 2.5 hours, I think.
Time for lunch?
No one-track mind, you, Al.
British Airways departure to London Heathrow. Flight BA777 to London Heathrow. Passengers are requested to proceed to lounge A.
That's us.
Right.
Are you sure you've got everything?
You giving up on that Renault?
Well, it don't quit, mate. Quit, it don't win.
Sydney, there's a fellow waiting.
I'm greased lightly when I start.
What are you doing?
It's the holiday roster.
What the hell is...
I'm just moving mine forward a bit, that's all.
Look, Nobby's waiting to use your bay.
How are you? I do the same thing. A couple of weeks in the south of France give you lovely suntan.
What is this?
It's precaution, that's all. I believe in getting what's coming to me. That's my motto.
Yeah, I've noticed. Look, I want you to give me a hand on that transit this afternoon.
I can't.
Why not?
Because you won't be here, that's why.
Me?
Summit meeting of heads of department. You've gone up in the world, sunshine.
Who says?
The boss of the moment says.
What is it about?
I'm going to fix this runaway. Don't want to keep the customer waiting.
Oh, well, that's it. That's over. I hate goodbyes.
It's given them hope.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm happy for them, really. It's just that it's left such an empty feeling somehow.
You're not alone, Kath?
Oh, no, I know that. I know I got lots of friends, good friends.
And you've got John?
Yeah. It's always John.
Another satisfied customer. Send him away happy, that's me.
That meeting, Sydney.
Song and dance with Sid Hooper, mate.
Was it chancy?
Yeah, well, you never guess. There's been a takeover.
You're kidding.
Cross my heart. What if I could find it?
Who by?
Well, you can tell me that when you come back from the meeting, can't you?
Yeah, but it won't affect us, though.
Oh, won't affect us. They'll give you all the flannel, mate, won't they? Your job's safe, comrades. Half this garage belongs to the motel. The other half belongs to Chauncey, doesn't it? What if they squeeze him into selling his bit? We'll all be up the creek without a paddle, won't we?
I don't think so,
Oh, sorry, Gov, I didn't mean it.
Just for the record, I have no intention of selling my shares. In fact, I'm thinking of making an offer to the new management to buy them out. Now, that would make a great deal more sense, wouldn't you say?
You think you can push it, Gov?
Oh, Sydney, when they take one look at you, they'll want to give the place away.
Oh, look at the state of this room.
Won't be like that for long if I know you.
Oh, I liked her in that scarf. It suited her. She wouldn't take it with her, though. Still come in handy, won't it?
Shall I put the kettle on?
No, I'll see to it now.
You sit down and collect your thoughts. I may not be the cook you are, but I boil a beautiful kettle.
You'll find some biscuits in the tin with a picture of Princess Di on the front.
All right. We could go out for lunch, of course.
Oh, I'll give it a miss if you don't mind.
Tonight, you don't want to be on your own, do you?
Well, John's coming round, actually.
Fine. They'll be having lunch at Heathrow by now.
Yeah, expect they will.
All excited.
Look who's missed the plane.
Oh, poor Teddy.
You'll have a trip all on your own, young man. Wish I was coming with you.
Just give me this list, would you? Good evening, Barbara. Good day.
It was business, Paul, not pleasure.
Of course, but still, a transaction of that magnitude could have afforded you some little pleasure.
It wasn't to go to sign the deal. It was merely to set it in motion.
Ah.
The lawyers are setting the small print, which I find interminable and boring. So, to sum it up, no, I didn't have a particularly enjoyable day. No, I didn't.
David back with you?
He's just parking the car in the car park. Why? Are there any problems?
No, just a point of interest.
Oh.
I had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Harvey this morning.
Stan Harvey is here.
Yes, where else?
Stan is here?
Yes, is it that difficult to comprehend?
No. No, not at all. Is Jill about?
Yes, in the office.
Is he with her?
Not at the moment.
Good. Paul, can you see that we're not disturbed?
Oh, you're back.
Yes. And I gather I'm not the only one.
What?
me, Jill, what is Stan doing here?
I beg your pardon?
Reinforcements?
Oh, Barbara, that's too silly of you. He's here on business. Something to do with a company that he's interested in. They're at the NEC. Mind you, he couldn't have come at a better time for me with you lot stabbing me in the back over the motel. Caesar only had one Brutus.
You really are determined to try and rock the boat, aren't you?
Not at all. I need someone to talk to. Someone who is totally outside the motel, but who knows how I feel about it. Well, I think that Stan fits the bill. And I just think it's neurotic of you to even think that I might have sent for him.
It's not going to make the slightest bit of difference, you know that.
Well, possibly not to you, but to me.
It's a total waste of time. And I'm surprised at you, Jill. I know that you find all of this upsetting. And I truly am sorry, but we have our lives to live. It wasn't easy to persuade David to take this step. But I think it was essential.
Well, if only you'd waited for someone else's advice, you might not think this way. You might not even be selling your shares.
We don't need advice. Nothing will convince me, I'm afraid, that we're not doing the right thing. And I must say, I am disappointed that you feel it necessary to conjure up allies, when all Stan can do is stir up trouble and bad feelings between all of us. I really think it's a rotten trick.
I didn't send for him.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Is Jill in the office?
Yes, she is.
Good.
Actually, Mr. Harvey, she said she didn't want to be disturbed.
Well, I hardly think that applies to Mr. Harvey.
Yes, well, to be honest, it was Barbara. Mrs. Hunter said she didn't want to be disturbed when she went into the office.
Why?
If daggers are not exactly drawn, they are certainly out of their sheaths.
Well, don't you think he's had a hard enough time lately?
I still think I'm entitled to have my say.
Everything okay?
Come in, Stan.
Right.
Oh, this has gone on long enough.
Why, what's up?
Barbara thinks that I sent for you, that I need an ally.
Well, you obviously feel you do.
Well, certainly, and why not?
Are you staying a long time, Stan?
A few days, that's all.
Stan, our decision to sell has absolutely nothing to do with anybody except David and myself. It was a joint decision, and we made it with no interference from anybody else. Not J. Henry, not Miranda, and nor you, Jill.
Well, I still think that Stan could have advised us differently.
Adam ought to be your advisor.
Adam wants to sell.
Anyway, this whole thing, with respect, Stan, has absolutely nothing to do with you.
Barbara thinks it's such a fantastic idea that it mustn't take a hint of criticism.
Oh, what you persistently fail to grasp, Jill, is my motive. I don't want our marriage to end. And I think David has taken about all he can take recently. Now, this, for us, is an opportunity to start again, somewhere fresh. We didn't make this decision to thwart you, Jill.
Nice attempt to clip my wings, though.
Listen, I am fighting for what matters most to me. And quite frankly, I don't give a damn for your precious company.
Hasn't gone unnoticed.
Just a minute, you two. Can I just say a word before this turns into a brawl? I'm here on a business trip, nothing more. I didn't know anything about this takeover until Jill told me last night. So just hold your horses and don't put words and ideas into my mouth that I haven't even thought of yet. But from what I see, and from what I know of this place, I think that you and David are absolutely right. You've got your priorities sorted out. And for what it's worth, I'm with you all the way.
Stan!